Hello everyone. Rotation here. Subbing in for a commentator, I don't know which one. But yeah, we're here for Division 3 now in ISRL. Sorry that we're late. But here we are with qualifying. As you can see, ISRL Chris is on pole and Ephraim is a P2 here. Still on a lap, so let's see if we can nab that pole from Chris. And no, he runs out of fuel. Right, so that seems to be qualifying over then. And we have Chris on pole. And I'll have to apologize for my newbie commentary because I usually never do this, so just subbing in today. Just gonna check if the sound is good. Seems to be good, so let's get this race going then. And there is qualifying over. ISRL Chris P1, Ephraim P2, Doomsray P3, Lorenzo P4, Richie P5, Bumblebee P6, Cozy P7, KTM Sweden P8, Always Rick P9, Vex the Vexter P10, Krago P11, Synchro P12, Sprunky P13, and a disqualification for Aizen in P14 there. Should be interesting. Lorenzo on the mediums and in the top 5, so definitely a threat in the race, I would say. Should be an interesting qualifying session. Or race session, yeah. So we're loading in to the race now. Try my best to commentate this race. Looks to be dry. And I have just received a message that Farrell Fury will commentate with me, so that's a relief for me at least. My teammate in Red Bull in Division 1. Right, off we go for the formation lap. How are you guys enjoying the PS5 graphics? And he has just joined the lobby, so it's good. I'm gonna see if I have to add him to this party. Oh yeah, I'm gonna add him. One moment, please. Just gotta find. There you are. Yeah, I like to brag sometimes. And yeah, Farrell is now in the party.
What's happening, rotation? Looking forward to this race here.
Yeah, should be a good one.
Did you catch the end of quali, did you? See what sort of times they were doing?
Yeah, we're talking 103.5s for pole.
Oh.
Was pole.
Oh, solid.
Yeah.
That's around the same pace you were doing lately, isn't it?
Yeah, but we're not gonna talk about that now. Anyway, Lorenzo will start on the mediums today, so that's and he's in the top 5, so he's I would say he's looking to win this thing.
Yeah, Lorenzo seemed to have good pace. He was very good in the pre-season race last week, and then like he'd look to carry that forward now onto this track now this week. Letting him start on mediums then as well. Like medium soft is slightly faster, but I wouldn't count out any of the boys who qualified ahead of him either.
All right. As it's 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and they're out, and away they go. Chris gets a rather bad start. Lorenzo gets a good start, already up to P2 here. Down the inside, loses a position down to P3. Bit of touching everywhere, here and there, but nothing much happening.
We have Vexter, who seems to have spun around at the back, so the reserve for the division now, not the start he was looking for.
See, we have the Mercedes and the Ferrari side by side there, but they're back in the train now. Train has already formed up now. Oh, we have Krago and KTM Sweden side by side into turn 4 or 5. I don't know. Still side by side. Oh, he lost the rear end. He touched the grass there, Krago. It's not good. Yeah. Let's see. Position changes. So Sprunky, most positions gained 3 positions.
Oh, and we have Crago's going into the pits on the first lap, so he must have had some wing damage then as well.
Yeah.
Synchro into the pits too, so I wonder if the two of them collided at any stage.
Yeah. I would probably they did. But yeah, Chris in the lead now, and my leaderboard is acting up. Just gotta. Here we have Chris then in the lead. Lorenzo behind him on the mediums. Doomsray behind him on the softs. And there are soft runners until P12 where Sprunky is. Yeah, the train has formed, and can only see now with the DRS if it's at all effective here.
Yeah, 3 DRS zones usually means a good chance for an overtake, but what it also means is sometimes the trains can form then as well, and you can have these very long trains. But what I will say is, once Lorenzo's got past Doomsray, he seems to be reeling in Chris.
Yeah.
He had gotten the gap down to under a second, but he must have made a mistake because it's back up over 1.5 seconds now.
And I think there's a move behind. Oh no, it's Aizen pitting. Oh. So he probably had some damage too. Yeah, change of front wing, and off he goes.
We have our first 3-second time penalty as well for Vexter, so not the start he was looking for. Very easy to pick up time penalties around here. The track limits are ridiculous.
Yeah, and Sprunky just made a move on Always Rick there in turn 4. Unfortunately, we missed that, but I think it was a good move. I hope. Say, no touching. But yeah, Lorenzo is very, very close to Chris. I would think, you know, that the softs would be quicker at this stage.
Yeah, no, Lorenzo just has pure outright pace, like in these alongside going into turn 1, but he backs out of the move. Saves it now for the longer straight here.
Yeah, I mean, it's better to save it for a longer straight.
And we have one of the Ferraris is around. Cozy is after spinning in turn 1.
And while we were talking about that, I hear Chris tried to move. No, Lorenzo tried to move on Chris, but Chris kept it around the outside and got a better exit, so he leads into turn 4.
Yeah, and Richie dives up the inside of Ephraim. Or is he holding off from Bumblebee? You know, he's holding off from Bumblebee there. So, like, there's a massive train form now. We have 6 cars all in the league group, all within a second of each other.
Yeah, this shaping up to be a interesting race.
Doomsray already got a 3-second penalty though. So very early in the race for someone in the league group to be getting one.
Yeah, you have to stay within the track limits, especially when you're that high up and they're so close together. Now let's see, Lorenzo lost the rear end there. He could have had a good exit to catch Chris, but I don't think he will.
I think instead he's going to be under pressure from Doomsray.
He was. Sprunky and KTM Sweden are side by side through turn 3, and KTM Sweden goes ahead of Sprunky. Nice move there. Lorenzo and Chris are now side by side. Chris is keeping it around the outside now, coming down to turn 5, and Lorenzo has overtaken Chris. So he's in the lead on mediums too, so he's gonna be even quicker at the end of the race, which is looking amazing for him. We have a Doomsray out. I think he crashed. I don't know. Where is he?
Yeah, he lost it on just at the start of sector 3, and that's bringing out the safety car now straight away, which,
I mean, you can't really do a one-stop from that lap, so
not unless you go on the hard. So is anyone going to try that?
we have, I mean, Synchro pitted 2 laps ago, so I guess not. He's on the hards. But yeah, we have Vex in the pits. And the other Ferrari, or Cozy in the pits, he's on the hards. Let's see what Vex puts. He puts the mediums. So we have Vex the Vexer on the mediums and Cozy on the hards, and always Rick on the mediums too. So I mean, if Cozy can bring those hards to lap 36, I mean, that's a good strategy, but I would assume they would be very, very, very dead at that point.
Yeah, and also how much pace is he going to get out of them then as well? Very hard to get up to temperature on the safety car restart, so, but we'll see how he gets on.
Yeah. And we have Chris, Richie, Bumblebee, Ephraim in the pits, but Lorenzo stays out, so he wants to pit later for the softs. I mean, he doesn't really lose by staying out. He will be a bit slower at the start, but we know he has some extra pace over the others.
Yeah, plus like him starting on mediums, it kind of screws him, this whole safety car, like, so he's kind of damned if he does and damned if he doesn't at this stage. But everyone else behind him seems to come out and put on fresh mediums, so it'll be interesting to see now how the rest of the race shapes up from here. KTM Sweden has stayed out in the softs, which is bold.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking for the one stop onto the mediums, and the others will pit for the softs, so he's looking to be, I hope for his sake that he's faster than the medium runners, like at the beginning and when he switches to the mediums and to the softs, because he's gonna pit earlier than the medium runners, and he'll have to really try to build a gap when they're on old mediums. So
yeah, like you've got about 14 laps in the new softs. So he's about halfway there, so it might be around the cut-off point, but these extra few laps in the safety car should mean that he can go to as far as about lap 16, so if he can get past Lorenzo and then try and build a gap. But as we said, Lorenzo is absolutely rapid around here. Vex the Vexer picks up 3 seconds behind the safety car, which is not the best idea.
Sounds like something Chapelele would do.
Before he bottled it and retired.
Yeah.
Let's see if we have anyone in the chat. Eklund reckons it's KTM Sweden for the win. ISRL Dark is making fun of you for your PS5 comments, or showing off your PS5. Eklund again cheering for AlphaTauri in general.
Yeah.
We have Monkey's End is cheering for his Red Bull teammates.
Yeah.
I think we're all cheering for Red Bull around here.
Yeah, of course. Red Bull gotta win this. the entire championship.
Absolutely. They've got to carry they've won drivers because they're slow.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better.
Marko Slinovic wants Richie to do well. And then AJ Wuhan is just saying hi.
Hello, Wuhan. Alright, so safety car continues for one more lap.
And Sprunky pits because Sprunky's strategy is always special.
Yeah. Let's see, he goes to the hard, so he's going to take... Oh, he has a penalty to serve too.
Oh, so he's just getting rid of that then now.
Yeah, I mean, why shouldn't he? And a safety car, but I don't think this will be the last safety car for this race.
No, I have a feeling we have another few on the way.
Remains to be seen.
Like the curbs around here, especially turn 1. Like turn 1 is definitely going to claim another few victims, as it nearly claimed Sprunky out of the pits.
Yeah. Alright then. I think the safety car should be coming in this lap. I think the safety car has helped KTM Sweden by continuing one more lap, because kinda preserves the life of the softs when
and he should have a lot more heat in his tires then when they go to start, so he might be able to attack Lorenzo then from the start.
Yeah. I'm a fellow Swede, so of course I'm gonna root for him, but I'm also a Red Bull driver, so Dream 1-2 at the moment.
It'll be interesting to see how Richie and Chris do. Like, they're the first of the two that have stopped and put on the mediums, and they're there in P3 and P4, so it'll be interesting to see what sort of pace they have now from the restart and how long they can take them as well.
Yeah.
Because the mediums around here, they do last, so, but 27 laps might be pushing them.
Yeah, and we're waiting now for Lorenzo to restart us, and he has went and he has built a good gap to KTM Sweden. There are some side-by-sides drivers there. I didn't catch that.
KTM Sweden gets a terrible exit out of turn 1, and it just means that Lorenzo's nearly a full second ahead now already.
Yeah, and we have Sprunky sending it down the outside of Aizen, and Aizen pushes him wide and gets better traction down to turn 4.
Bumblebee on the back of Ephraim, can he? No, he can't get the move done.
Yeah, 1 second.
Chris now all over the back of KTM Sweden. I think those softs have had it, to be honest. He doesn't seem to have gotten the restart well at all here now.
I mean, most important now for him is to not lose any positions and try to be consistent. And the engine of the Mercedes is bugging for me for some reason, so we're just gonna switch off that. Yeah, the train has formed and there's a yellow flag. That's the Ferrari of Cozy going into the pits. And here we have Chris almost sending it down the inside of KTM Sweden, but thinks better of it. And yeah, train has formed once again.
Yeah, they seem to be absolutely abusing their ERS at the minute. I'm going through like everyone, and they've all got like nearly half of it used already. So it'll be interesting to see who's able to manage it between this and the end of the race, because once you lose the ERS around here, it's hard to get it back.
It's a lot of straights and a few braking zones, so think Kimi Räikkönen said that the track is basically 50% DRS once. So
Yeah.
he's not wrong.
No, 3 DRS zones around a track that's 1 minute long.
Shut up. Jerome, shut up. We're a goat that comes to. Can't.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeroen's just not happy now because he hasn't been able to play the game in like 14 days. He's getting absolute withdrawal symptoms, so he is.
And Aizen has down the inside of Krago, and Krago gets a better exit around the outside and keeps ahead of Aizen. Nice defending there, but now Sprunky might capitalize on Aizen's little battle there, and he dives down the inside there and goes ahead of
Chris
Aizen.
all over the back of KTM Sweden.
He really wants that position. He knows he's losing out to Lorenzo when he's behind KTM Sweden.
Like, Lorenzo's not actually pulling away from KTM Sweden either, though. Like, that gap hasn't grown past a second.
At this point, the mediums should be faster than the softs.
Yeah. I wonder, is Lorenzo almost trying to just give DRS to KTM Sweden so that it does hold back Chris and Richie?
And I just noticed that Chris has very low ERS, while KTM Sweden has about 50%. So maybe that's why Chris can't overtake. He's just slower on the straight, where you need that extra bit of power.
Oh, Efron's crashed.
Uh-oh.
And he's out. On the entrance to turn 3.
Oh, I don't know how that will happen.
He's lost it there.
Maybe he had some contact with another driver.
I think that's kind of the only way that you can kind of explain that. It's a very, very random place to crash.
It's looking a bit gloomy out there. Do you think it might rain?
It is looking dark, isn't it?
I wouldn't mind some bit of rain. No, the viewers
Richie
would
picks
like
up
that.
3 seconds as well.
Yeah, but it's not really over for him because, all the other drivers can also get 3 seconds.
Chris gets a horrible exit out of turn 1. I think he's going to be under pressure from Richie now rather than attacking KTM Sweden.
They're
Richie down the inside. It's close. Very clean. Nice space between them, and Chris just gets a better exit.
Krago and Sprunky are side by side now. And Sprunky will probably get this move because he has DRS at the inside for this corner, which is very strong. And he completes the move, but we have a switchback from Krago now, coming down to turn 5, but no, Sprunky keeps it. Oh no, he dives it down the inside now, and Scrumpy, nice...
Oh, he's lost it.
Yeah, he lost it. I think there was some contact there between Sprunky and Krago. Prego, Krago, I don't know.
Prego, KTM Sweden and Chris.
Oh, yeah, but KTM just
going
died.
side by. Okay.
But where they side by side going in to the pits?
I just saw them going like 0.083. Chris is going to be vulnerable now. No DRS, no ERS.
Look at Aizen.
Surely Richie's got to have him here now.
Aizen might get Sprunky back. And he is round the outside, and yeah.
Oh, Bumblebee goes up the inside of Richie.
Oh. That's nice. Well, we have still Aizen and Sprunky side by side. And now Sprunky is still ahead and stays ahead of Aizen. Let's see. The only drivers with no penalties are Sprunky, KTM Sweden, Chris and Lorenzo. But KTM Sweden really helped Lorenzo by holding up Chris, because now the gap is 1.4 seconds. And it looks like Lorenzo will take this at the moment, but I don't want to jinx him, so I won't say anything about that.
Yeah, Lorenzo definitely has to stop again, and I'd imagine all of the others do too. I think the first one who wouldn't have to stop again is Sprunky in P6, who now has a penalty.
Yeah.
And we know with Sprunky, he's fast. He has pace, but he also has multiple mistakes in him.
Yeah.
So it's just which Sprunky is going to turn up.
And here we have Aizen riding the curbs while diving down the inside, and Bumblebee has kind of lost some ground. He was sideways when I saw him.
Yeah, there was yellow flags up at the top of that corner there, so I'd say Bumblebee must have been spun around there.
But Aizen and Sprunky ahead of Bumblebee in turn 6 or turn 5, I think. And yeah, Ephraim saying, sorry guys, don't know what happened to my hand. So, I don't know what to...
I don't know what excuse he can give for crashing on the entrance to turn 3, but okay.
Yeah, Lorenzo. Yeah, Lorenzo to the softs now. Hards,
he's on the
interesting.
hards.
I mean, maybe he wants a bit of undercut before the others pit.
This wasn't our agreed Red Bull strategy. What is Lorenzo doing?
Yes, the Red Bull hired some Ferrari strategists. So.
And Richie's alongside Chris now. He's surely going to get the move done into turn 4.
No, Chris breaks later, but he's on the outside, and he actually goes around the outside to keep that position.
I have the feeling that Richie has more pace, but it's just he doesn't seem to want to force the move here.
Yeah, I mean,
he's trying to bait Chris into a mistake or something.
I mean, it's better to stay behind a few laps to just, you know, save some ERS, not fuel. You can't save fuel anymore, but at least save the ERS, because his lights are flashing, which means he has depleted, and yeah, he has 7.65%. And Richie is now using the overtake, and yeah,
always Rick is closing in on the back.
Yeah, I mean,
Rick is now. Chris has the outside. Can he get a good exit? Because he's going to get the DRS now.
Rick lost it. Rick. You jinxed him.
Just when we say he's doing well and getting into it.
So, curse of the Haas car. Chris is now close to F1 Richie. And yeah, I don't think Richie will lose him, but I don't think Chris will be able to make a move, because Richie has... Oh wait, they both have a little low DRS now. ERS now. Oh, sorry.
You'll get there in the end.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not often I commentate. Oh, we have a car sideways, and that was Vex the Vexer. We lost it at the start of Sector 3 there. So.
And then we've had another car off as well. Craig goes off again. I think that's the same corner he was off at before too.
So Craigo not bringing the much needed points for Red Bull. Might contact Helmut Marko for that. Lorenzo is throttling on in P6, 6.6 seconds behind Aizen. Who is side by side by Sprunky, by the way, coming into turn 5. And
this battle has been amazing between the two of them. It's been so clean and just
round the outside.
Side by side so many times.
Yeah, Aizen just made the move around the outside, and I have to say I'm pretty impressed.
As Richie's now pulled nearly 2 seconds ahead of Chris up at the top.
Yeah, so Richie really really has some pace.
Yeah. Now that he's in some free air now, he's just pulling seconds out of Chris. And then especially now that Chris doesn't have DRS.
Ooh, Sprunky and Aizen
again.
I'm loving this battle. And yeah, Aizen made the move. No, Sprunky made the move on Aizen, and will Aizen dive down the inside or something? No, he waits another lap.
I wouldn't say he waits another lap. He's gone around the outside here a few times now.
Yeah. Ooh, Sprunky has a bit of a moment there, and Aizen gets right back up to him. So
It's not like Sprunky. I don't mean having a moment, I mean actually saving the moment. Normally he would have spun out there.
oh, yeah.
As Chris Pitts from P2.
Yeah, so he's gonna go on the softs now.
So he took those mediums, 12 laps.
Was it worth it? I don't think so.
He's gone on another set of the mediums. I wonder, is Richie going to try and push and then go onto the softs then at the end?
I mean, I don't see why not. You know, the softs can make 15 laps.
Yeah.
So
it's surprising that Chris went on to another set of the mediums.
And I think Sprunky and Aizen are yet again fighting here, coming down to turn 4. And yeah, Aizen ahead, but Sprunky breaks
side.
later and keeps the position. Will Aizen do another move now? Or try another move? No, he backs out. So Sprunky keeping the position through this lap too. Alright.
What this battle is doing though is allowing Lorenzo to just reel them in. He's taken like over a second out of them on this lap alone.
Which is what we like to see here over at Red Bull. And he was 6.6 seconds behind them a few laps ago, so definitely.
And now he's almost in DRS range. He will be in the next lap.
Yeah. And Chris, I forgot to mention this, but Chris is 5.4 seconds behind Lorenzo. Or something. Yeah, 5.9.
Yeah, so that undercut has worked out well for Lorenzo. And I'd imagine everyone ahead of him, apart from Sprunky, has to pit.
Yeah. I mean, this is looking like a good strategy for Sprunky. If he can make those hards last. So.
And if he can keep Lorenzo behind.
Yeah, but I don't think he will.
Oh, A's in pits.
So he's
so that's
going
the end
on
of that battle.
Yeah. But it's a shame. We want to see more of those two. But yeah, 13 laps to go, and Lorenzo
nearly
almost
lose
lost
it in turn 1.
Yeah, we both. So that good that he saved it, or Helmut Marko would receive a huge bill, which we won't, which we don't want. Oh, we have Vex almost losing the car there, saving it mid-spin, so good of him.
Close battle we have now is between Vex, Synchro and Bumblebee. So Bumblebee just closing in on the back of Synchro now, on his fresh hearts.
Yeah, so we have... I think Vex is chanceless. He will get overtaken pretty soon. And
Lorenzo's in DRS range now of Sprunky as well up at the top.
See if he will make the move. And he has a lot more ERS than Sprunky too.
Yeah, Sprunky was using it all in that battle with Aizen.
And Sprunky runs wide, and there is a bit of a bug or glitch, I don't know what to call it, but if you stay out wide for a bit you won't get a warning. So it's a bit BS. It works for him at least. Yeah, Lorenzo ahead of Sprunky, nice move. Krago overtakes Cozy, but Cozy's in the pit, so yeah. I think Cozy's made 3 stops now. I'm just gonna check. Yeah, 3 stops.
Yeah, I know you're saying that there's a glitch for running out wide that you don't get penalties, but it doesn't seem to be applying to Sprunky. He has 9 seconds so far.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't bribed Codemasters like Shap does, so you know, doesn't work for him.
Lorenzo sets the fastest lap as he's pursuing Richie. And we have Vex. The Vexter is off yet again.
So, Vex doing Vex things. I mean, whenever we see a yellow flag now, we're just gonna turn to Vexter. You know what I mean? It's like, what have you done this time? Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see now. Does Richie stay out in the mediums, or does he pit in the softs? Because if he's pitting on the softs, he needs to go soon.
Yeah.
Because Lorenzo is catching him.
And he will be behind Chris when he comes out, if he pits, which he will, so. And he stays out. Interesting. He's losing more and more time by staying out. I would have just pitted to the softs now.
Yeah. Unless he's just hoping for a safety car or a VSC or something.
And there's a yellow flag.
Chris retires.
Oh, I think.
And we have a safety car. This is exactly what Richie was looking for.
Speaking of the devil, so
and Chris seems to have lost it on the last corner.
Yeah, forgot to. Can't see. I wish you could turn on free camera so you can move around yourself.
Yeah, rather than having to watch someone else.
Yeah, I don't know. It definitely wasn't a manual retirement.
No, he definitely lost it on the side. But as we said, this is absolutely ideal for Richie now.
Yeah,
surely
but
he's pitting for the softs.
I think Lorenzo will come in and change to the softs too.
This is true.
I mean, all the others behind him are going to switch to the softs most likely, so why shouldn't he do it?
Plus Richie has that 3-second penalty as well, so Lorenzo knows that he just has to stay within those 3 seconds and the win is his.
Into the pits now.
And he does pits.
So let's see, will Lorenzo be overtaken? No, it doesn't look like it. Sprunky is coming down the final corner, but Lorenzo makes it out before him. Alright then, KTM Sweden comes out in P4, P5. So he's had a bit of a nice strategy there. Worked out for him, staying out on those softs. Oh, this
I was
is
just looking at the.
Oh,
I was just looking at the race director there, and Lorenzo only has 1 warning too. So he's in a great position here now with this restart.
Yeah, I mean that's why we hired him. So you know.
Yeah. Someone has to carry us.
Yeah, someone. And
it was meant to be you, but then you switched to wheel, and then that just ruined everything.
Yeah, so he's my successor. He's now the golden boy in Red Bull. I'm Alex Albon in the Red Bull now. We're not gonna talk about my pace. Yeah. Alright, so this Grand Prix has flown by. And yeah. Oh wait, something happened. Oh yeah, Bumblebee pitted. Okay, so one wing is cheering on Richie. And why wouldn't he? Richie's a good person, but you know, Lorenzo OP, come on, you know. I mean, I know
Red Bull OP.
Yeah, I mean, I know commentators have to stay unbiased, but you know, come on, Lorenzo OP, you know.
You got to respect Richie, D3 champ, and he's there for a reason. So,
yeah.
You know, he's got the experience, he's got the know-how, he's got the nous to go out and win this race then as well. As we go for what's probably going to be a 7-lap sprint race, just for the finish.
Yeah, and I have to say I'm pretty worried for Lorenzo. I don't want him to hit someone or get hit at the start. He has driven such a good Grand Prix today, and he's been arguably the quickest driver on the track. You know, would be a shame to see him crash someone at this restart. But yeah, the safety car is coming in this lap. I think I saw that. I don't know. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, so for anyone, if you're thinking of watching the Div 2 race, forget about that. This is going to be a mental last few laps now for Div 3.
Yeah. Alright. So, see, Richie has gone and Lorenzo is half a second behind him. No one behind Lorenzo, like Sprunky's almost out of a second and closes back up in the braking zone. And there's a bit of moves going down the field there. Synchro gets ahead of Aizen. And the train has already formed after one corner. Amazing. This is a fun Grand Prix. Alright, Bumblebee and Cozy side by side now, coming down to turn 4. Bumblebee brakes later than Cozy, and also has the inside, which gives him P8 there. Nice move by the Mercedes driver. Sorry, I had some... I don't know, I had to burp. mid battle, so...
Oh, Richie gets another 3 seconds. And that's surely going to hand Lorenzo the win. Barring any mistakes.
And he's gonna fall down, I don't know how many positions. What, like 1.5, 2, 3, 4. It's like 7 positions he would lose for 6 seconds worth of penalties.
Yeah, it's really hard to build a gap around here. I will say though that everyone else has penalties. The only 2 exceptions are Lorenzo and KTM Sweden. So you might get your dream 1-2 in the end.
Yeah, I mean, I would love that. Alright, so do you think Lorenzo will go for the move?
Side by side.
Oh yeah, let's see that. And worth noting, Aizen is on the hards and Cozy is on the mediums. And Aizen overtakes Cozy on the hards, which is yeah,
the most random tires to be on at this stage.
Yeah, the hards. I mean, why pit for hards? Doesn't make any sense to me.
DRS is enabled as Sprunky sets the fastest lap, and then that's smashed by Bumblebee. He brings it down into the 104s.
Very nice laps coming in here, faster than my qualifying laps.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
yeah.
Lorenzo all over the back of Richie. He knows that he has the win in his back pocket, but surely he wants to win on track.
Yeah, gotta show who's boss. Gotta show who's gonna win the championship this season. We believe in you, Lorenzo.
There's no better way of doing that. And there's no better way of doing that than passing the D3 champ on track.
Ooh, there's some contact between Synchro and Bumblebee. And Synchro got, I don't know, how do you say it? He touched the rear left of Bumblebee and lost the rear end and went onto the gravel. Which made him lose some positions. Lorenzo close to Richie now.
Yeah, and he's got the long DRS straight here now. Richie has used a lot of ERS, so I'd imagine this is going to be pretty easy for Lorenzo.
Down the inside. Pretty textbook
Richie
move.
brakes late. Oh, and Sprunky tries to go for the move late.
So, yeah. KTM Sweden, and yeah, it's just a 4-man fight for P1, but 2 of the drivers have penalties, so it's a 2-man fight, but yeah, KTM Sweden is P4. Let's see.
As we've seen, in Austria the curbs bite, and it's very, very easy to make a mistake, so it's not over yet.
And Lorenzo has 2 warnings, might I add.
Okay.
And
So one more of them, and all of a sudden KTM Sweden's winning the race.
Yeah, and KTM Sweden had a 5-second time penalty, but he served it in the pits. So the safety car helped him if Lorenzo indeed gets a penalty. But KTM Sweden also has 2 warnings, so it's all to play for. Bumblebee overtakes Always Rick, coming down to turn 3 here.
Always Rick is doing well up there in P6. His issue is that he has 15 seconds of penalties.
Just 50% of what I will have today.
KTM Sweden lunges down the inside of Sprunky and he takes a 3-second penalty as a result. And completely overtook him off track in turn 4.
Well, sometimes you gotta make those moves.
And I don't know if Sprunky got damage with that as well, because I saw there was contact. I think he got in-plate damage. Sprunky's fallen down the field.
Oof.
That was...
Yeah,
I only saw the end of it, but that looked like a crazy move. As Vex the Vexter brings his evening to a close as he retires in turn 3.
Sprunky will be pitting for the fastest lap, I think. So, I guess Krago, yeah, he overtakes him. Gap is 1.2 seconds.
KTM Sweden goes down the inside of Richie to go up into P2.
So they're battling for position now because they both have the same amount of penalties, I think.
No, Richie has 3 more seconds.
So yeah, KTM Sweden also wants to show how good he is and overtakes Richie on the track.
The other thing as well, all this battling has done is that it's allowed Bumblebee to close in, and Bumblebee has 3 seconds less penalties than Richie. So at the moment he's going to sneak his way onto the podium.
Yeah.
Synchro is round and crashed into the wall. And Richie gets another 3 seconds.
Oof, he will definitely lose a position to Bumblebee, and Synchro keeps on spinning. Which will make that Sprunky will catch his teammate after just pitting. It's a bit of a, bit of an embarrassment. Not gonna.
And we have another yellow as Cozy is round.
Ferrari driver doing Ferrari driver things. And yeah, Lorenzo running with this win. No penalties. It's gotta be some sort of extra point or something because, why not?
So easy to get penalties around here.
Yeah. 2 warnings. So playing with the fire at the moment, going wide everywhere if he does. Cozy, 3-second time penalty. Aizen retiring. So I think he crashed. Yeah, he did crash.
Yeah, he did crash.
Where is he?
Cozy's just gone past him now.
If that was
like one into the wall there.
If that was 3 laps ago, it would have been a safety car. But since it's only 2 laps left,
all of a sudden, Sprunky's going to be up in like P7.
Yeah.
Having got damage and pit with 3 laps from the end, and he's going for fastest lap to try and take that off Bumblebee.
Or did Cozy go for the fastest lap?
No, he just had a broken front wing. Sprunky's going for the fastest lap now.
Oh yeah. Always Rick, another 3 seconds to his name.
Yeah, brings him up to a nice round 18.
He might hit 21 seconds.
Lorenzo crosses the line and takes the win. KTM Sweden second, and Bumblebee does take third because of those penalties for Richie.
Right, so shall we do podium interviews? Or?
We'll wait till all the drivers finish first and we'll see if Spunky does get this fastest lap.
Yeah, we'll ride along with him. Oh, yeah, here's Brunk. Okay, let's see. On the final corner. No fastest lap.
Nope.
Where's the fastest lap?
It's 4.8 for Bumblebee.
4.8.
Or 4.6, apologies. And Sprunky did a 4.9.
Alright then. Well, that was Division 3 here at the ISRL. Thank you to Aizen and Sprunky for the battles. Lovely to watch.
Yeah, that Aizen and Sprunky battle in the middle of the race was intense, so it was. It just went on for lap after lap, and it was just good, clean racing the whole time.
Yeah, and driver of the day for Sprunky, which I would also give it to him. Good defending, good attacking, and yeah, didn't get too many penalties. I think he got 6 or 9. Which is basically like everyone else except Lorenzo, because he's a goat.
Red Bull OP.
Of course, Red Bull OP. I'm in the team. I bring that OP thing. Okay, anyway, Lorenzo P1, KTM Sweden P2, Bumblebee P3, Richie P4, Austrian P5, Krago P6, Sprunky P7, Cozy P8, Synchro P9, and the DNFs are Aizen P10, Vexter P11, Chris P12, Ephraim P13, Doomstray P14, and yeah, was a nice Grand Prix.
Yeah, for sure. Just seeing if we can get any of the drivers in here for some interviews.
So Lorenzo, KTM Sweden, and Bumblebee. I'll have to I'm just gonna go to the showroom. If I can find the showroom, I don't know where it is. Just give me a oh, there it is. Okay, it has its own tab. So I thought I was looking for a button. All right, Bumblebee, you were in here first, I think.
No, Lorenzo was, I think.
Okay, Lorenzo, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Make sure you are sharing your voice. Anyway, let's begin with the interviews. Talk us through your qualifying and race.
Yeah, my qualifying was not good because I did one lap on the mediums. I wanted to start on soft, but the game crashed and then I didn't have time to do another lap. So yeah, I qualified P4. I started on the mediums and then had an amazing start. Went up to P2, and then the safety car compromised me a little because I lost my my advantage with the mediums, but then the last safety car saved me, put on the softs, and yeah, kept it clean with penalties. And yeah, I was able also to do a move on Richie. So yeah, very intense race.
I'm sorry.
Was it always the plan, Lorenzo, to do medium hards? Because it seemed like a random enough strategy around here. I thought medium softs would be the way you were going.
I tried medium soft on a lobby yesterday, and it was on the edge. It was like 67% wear, so I didn't want to risk it and went on the hard.
I just want to add something. You said your qualifying was bad, but you got in the top 4 with mediums. I would say that's a very decent qualifying.
Yeah, with my setup was mainly for qualifying, and with softs I would probably get pole, but Yeah, I hadn't had the chance to do another lap. That's why I say it's bad. I wanted to start on softs.
Okay. Thanks for that,
Thank you.
Lorenzo. Let's move on to the P2 driver, which I think is Lorenzo.
No, KTM Sweden.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, sorry. I meant KTM Sweden. I have to take my meds. All right. Let's see. KTM Sweden, talk us through your qualifying and race. Well, congratulations on your P2. Good drive. Some questionable moves I've heard from Farrell.
Yeah, that move on Sprunky. We only saw it right at the end. Was that a bit of a dive bomb? Okay. Right, no, good race. Solid pace from you as well. Congrats on P2.
And our final driver on the podium is ISRL Bumblebee. Talk us through your qualifying and race.
It was not that bad, but also not that good, because I made a mistake in corner 2 or 3 and qualified before when I came to this line and dropped down to P7 or 8 at the end. So I had to work for it during race.
Alright. Well, congrats on your podium. Was a well-deserved one. You moving up the field like that. And I'd like to thank all the viewers for tuning in today. Was a fun race to commentate. Was a pretty quick race to commentate, I would like to say. Well, we at ISRL will see you later today for Division 2 and Division 1. My name's not ISRL Rotation, Noza Rotation, and my co-commentator for today was Ariel Feral Fury. Have a good day or good night, depending on where you live. I don't know that. And see you later.